Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for watching this video. It means the world to me and it means a lot to me. So today I wanted to start off with another quote. Wait, no, I've never done this. So I want to start off this video with a quote that I really liked, and this is what it says: let your past make you better, not bitter. So something that I wanted to touch upon today is our past. And I know that many of us can say that we've gone through some hard times, we've gone through some hard situations in life that we wish we would have never had to gone through. But unfortunately, it's part of life. There's times where we're doing good, and then there's times where things just don't go as well. And so I think that there's not one person on this earth, on this planet, that can say I'm exempt from pain, I'm exempt from difficulties, and I'm exempt from obstacles, and yada yada yada. So I think that every person that's living now and that has lived can say that they've had their own hardships and they've had their own struggles in life. And so many of the times what we've gone through, what we go through in life, really shape who we are, really shape our character, our attitude, the way we speak, the way we think, the way we make decisions. And a lot of times we don't make the best choices. And so today what I wanted to really get through to you is that don't let your past ruin your present and your future. And so I don't know if you're going through something that's really hard right now. I really don't know if you're in the best time of your life right now, but there will be a time where you feel hopeless, where you feel abandoned, where you feel like life is really not worth it. And I've been through that myself. This year, for whatever the reason, has really been a year where I've struggled emotionally, mentally, and it all has to do with a certain person that has really impacted my life. And I can say the people around me that are close, like my siblings, that person has really impacted our life. And so what I'm trying to say is don't let a person or a situation take control of who you are, take control of your decisions in life. Many of the times we don't realize that that person or that situation really does take a lot of our energy, a lot of our time, because we're thinking about it so much that we forget to live our own life. And sometimes we are still stuck in the past and in the hurt and the pain. I'm not trying to say that you can't be sad, you can't cry. I am all for crying. I think that crying is a good way to release all that stress, of all that frustration. And I really dislike when people say don't cry, don't cry. I'm like, I think it's a really good self-therapy for you to cry. And so what's not okay is to be sad, is to be depressed, is to be down, and you can name so many other things for a long extended period of time. It's okay to mourn, it's okay to feel sorry for yourself, it's okay to I don't know, it's okay to feel the emotions that you feel. It's okay to feel anger. I think it's okay. I think it's okay to feel a little bitter. The problem comes is when you're living every day in bitterness, when you're living every day in anger and resentment and guilt and sadness and tears. There's a time where that has to leave you, and you have to say, all right, I've mourned enough. I've been a little bitter. I've been a little too down lately. I need to get my act together, and I need to start viewing things in life a little differently. Okay, so it's okay to have that time where you just need to yourself, where you need to just be on your own and just cry and just let all your anger, all your emotions out. And you know, why the famous questions I think that we all ask is, why does this happen to me? Why do I have to go through this? Why me? Why this? Why that? Why does this? Blah, 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 blah. It's okay to go through that phase, but what I'm saying is you have to get through that phase and keep going in life. So, excuse me, if you're like waking up every day sad and hopeless, it's not good for you. And it's up to you to let go, and it's up to you to change your way of thinking, your attitude, because I've noticed that I have control over my thoughts, over what I say, and over how I feel. Yeah, I may be going through a situation that's hard, But I'm not going to let that dictate the rest of my day, my emotions, and my present and my future. And I think a lot of us struggle with that. I've struggled with that, with letting go and just leaving it behind and starting fresh and starting new. And so we can't always blame our past. We can't always blame the people that have hurt us. We can't do that because we're never going to advance in life. And so you may be in that position right now where you just can't advance, where that person, without you realizing, has taken authority over your decisions, over your life. And they don't necessarily have to be making those choices for you, but because of what they've done in the past, they still have you, and without you even knowing that. And you need to break loose of that and just say, you know what, I can't live like this anymore. And you can talk to yourself, you can talk to other people, you can vent, you can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, the only one that can help you is God. And so for a period of time, for some time this year, I was feeling very hopeless, very alone, very sad, and I would cry alone. And I'm the type of person that I don't like to cry in front of people. I'm the type of person that I keep it to myself. I'll handle it on my own. Sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but when you burst, you burst. And I remember crying in front of my dad once, which I hate to do. I remember crying in front of people, which I couldn't control. It was just, I just had to cry, and I couldn't control it. Not like I wanted to cry, but I was just crying. I was very hopeless, very sad. My self-esteem had gone to the floor. And it's something that I'm still currently working on, my self-esteem, my confidence, believing in myself. Yeah, I believe in God. I believe God that he can do a lot of things, and he's for me, and he's going to help me, and yada, yada, yada. But when it comes to myself, I have trouble believing myself. And so I'm currently working on that. I'm getting a little better at it. But what I'm trying to tell you is, for so long I felt a certain way that not even venting or talking to people would help me, because I was so tired of talking about the same situation, talking about what I was going through. And people would try to motivate me. Some people wouldn't understand. Some people would try to give me their own advice. I'm like, look, just pray for me. That's all I need right now. Sometimes that's all you need is prayer, a little venting, but we don't need your advice. Sorry if I give you advice. I'm sorry. But 2 Sundays ago, on Sunday night service at church, one of my aunts prayed for me, and it's through the Holy Spirit. God used her, and she gave me a word and that God had for me, and I took it to heart. I'm like, all right. He's like, you know what, you've been feeling lonely, you've been mourning for so long, you have been crying for so long, tears have been coming out, but it's time for you to get that joy that you once had, the joy that only I can offer you. And I believed it with all my heart. And let me tell you, the very next day, what happened? I had a presentation in school. Usually I'm always nervous about presentations like everybody else, but usually I come through. I mean, I come through. And this one presentation, I totally just blew it, and I was sick on top of that. I couldn't think right, and I just kind of froze and kind of didn't get back on track, and I blew it. And it kind of like made my self-esteem go all back down again, when God had given me a word that he's with me, that he loves me, that he hasn't left me alone, that I'm not alone. And so sometimes our emotions can fool us. And so what I'm trying to tell you right now is, don't let your past dictate your right now and your tomorrow. You are smart, you're beautiful, you're talented, you have talent, and we all have different unique talents that God has gifted us. For me, it's not about, oh, I feel smart, I am smart, because I don't think I am. But hey, we always think so low of ourselves sometimes. Some people just have a great ego, good for them. But like, when I make somebody smile or somebody laugh, that to me just means the whole world to me. When I act goofy, when I'm silly, when I'm funny, and when I'm annoying, people laugh and they smile, and I enjoy that. And so I think we need to find things in ourselves that we like about ourselves. Sometimes we're so good at pinpointing our flaws, which I'm really good at, and it's an everyday process. We have to work at it. So today I went all over the world. No, I didn't. I'm right here still. I didn't teleport or anything. I went all over the place. But please, if you're going through a hard time right now, the only one that can really, really, really help you is God. And you know, just talk to God and say, God, I'm going through this. You know what I'm going through. Help me get through it. Help me to not make me bitter. Help me to be a better person. Show me what the purpose of this is so that I can help others when they go through it. And so if I wouldn't go through that stage of loneliness, of depression, of sadness, of mourning, of crying, then I couldn't be here telling you, hey, it'll be okay. And it will be okay. God loves you and God hasn't left us regardless of how we feel. Don't let our emotions and the past that we've gone through dictate our today and our tomorrow. So I hope that you get better. I hope that this video helped you, and I'll be praying for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you find that my videos are helpful, and to like, and feel free to comment nice things on some topics you want me to talk about, or what else I can do to help you out, my friend, because I'm all about helping out. So stay positive and stay beautiful, because you're already beautiful, so therefore you're gonna stay beautiful. All right, bye.